this was unintentionally a two-part video. So this is the second part. Okay. And enjoy. I guess. Yep. So yeah, I'm gonna make like fashion videos or whatever after this uploads. I'll get to making more videos. Okay. Enjoy, I guess. Or don't. I really don't care. So, I don't trust this Shein primer to hold on to like these super glitteries as much as they should, or it should rather. So I'm gonna kind of go over this like area that I've left blanc with my pretty vulgar one, because I'm pretty vulgar. I'm just gonna some of it into my hand. And since I do not have fingers, I have talons. I'm gonna try and use a more precise, I guess this guy. Yes. Okay, so practice like when you have time, or when it doesn't matter if you really fuck up, I guess. You kind of need to practice figuring out what shapes work really well with you. So it's not ideal to just copy paste someone else's shit. This eyeshadow primer, going over that eyeshadow primer, is like wiping off the first one. So it's becoming kind of a mess. That'll do, I guess. Okay, so applying, God, what is wrong with me? Applying real shimmery shades is delicate. Sometimes I like to have some razzle dazzle, so I'm gonna go in with this one, which is Terra Moon's The Cosmos. Very pretty, very chunky though. So like, if I pick it up, I have to tap into it. Very chunky, but very pretty. And then I'll spray it too, because that kind of prevents fallout. Now, oh, that's so pretty. To this centermost part and bring it up pretty high too. Just to give it a nice little playground to dance in. I happen to think that looks so sexy. Terra Moon's is daddy. That's what I invest in. You can do the same to the other side. It's very pretty and I like it. I mean, I've used it before. I knew I liked it. I don't know why I have to freak out every time I see it. It's so pretty. So now I'm gonna take one of these three. They're very iridescent. This one kind of shifts to pink. This one shifts to more of a blue. And this one shifts like more green gold. I never really can tell. So I'm just gonna dip one of my fingers right in one of them. And then just kind of dab that right on the edges in here to create more of a explosion. Yes. Very pretty. Right, and I have a designated fallout brush, so I'll just use this guy, really like grab at my face with it and flick. That's the best way to get glitter to fuck off. And even then, it's not gonna fuck off. Yep. So now I'm gonna just spray those down so they stick. But eyeliner, I'm finally opening my new one. I just remembered mine's dead. Is so just like effective. It creates just such a finishing touch. I'm gonna move some of this shit in front of me. Eyeliner. Some of my best tips for a really sharp wing and just having it look so perfect is A, having a really good eyeliner. Like this one. Shein, sponsor me. Like, what the fuck? Sucking your dick so much. Just give me something. I kind of like to take... it's hard to do on camera. From this eye bag I have right here from sleep deprivation, I like to take a line from it and just go straight out with that. And then connect the two. Connect it to here. And I will kind of like a look straight and bridge that like gap there. Yeah, like that. And you see that line you create doing that? You just connect. Boop. So when you're pulling the eyeliner, that looks real wonky when I do that. When you're pulling the eyeliner out, you want to get the sharpest, I want to close this so I don't kill it. You want to get the sharpest line you can. And the best way to do that is to, no hesitation, just go. Like, flick them straight out. And this is fucked up and I'm going to fix it and I'll show you how. But if you hesitate while you're pulling that line, it's going to have those like stop marks in it. And we don't want that. So you see how that's just kind of like a block instead of a straight. I wait for it to dry, and instead of piling more makeup on my face, like the concealer trick, or taking like micellar water and having to do like a patch job, I wait for it to dry, and then I use a spoolie, and then I'll just kind of wipe it. Wow, isn't that great? It's so much easier. You don't have to do fucking anything. You just fix it. And for all this kind of wonkiness, I'm just gonna really connect. Like that's how, okay. That's how it connects if my eye's open. But if it's not open, I want this to be connected. So I'm just gonna, alright. Right over top is bead. Repeat on the other side. Another tip for eyeliner is that you have to just kind of sit like this until it dries. You just sit like that for a while. Right, so once it's dry and you can open your eyes, I like to stare back and forth at my eyes, just like repeatedly to make sure they're even. So just like, like over and over until I'm sure that they're even, which I have already taken the liberty of doing, so that part's done. I'm gonna fix this side too. I'm having a bad eyeliner day, I guess. Better. Okay. Draw shit on your face. Like, just like I started with just lines and dots, which I continue to do, and then I'll do like runes on my forehead depending on, you know, how much time I have and what I feel like doing. I'm gonna take black all down this just entire under part with this super skinny little brush. It's like a tiny baby pencil brush. Ow. Ooh. Oh. And I used to have like a black gel liner, and I don't know where the fuck it is. I have no idea where the fuck my black gel liner is. Like, it's a little potted black gel liner, and I just tore shit apart trying to find it. Fuck if I know. So I'm out of breath. I'm using just an Ulta brand. I don't know, it was one of the darker colors I could find that I knew would kind of match. It's It's like a really dark blue, I think. I mean, I prefer it be black, but smoking out the bottom of your lash line, it has a lot more grip if there's liner for it to stick to. And this will close off your eyes, but I like the way that it looks. So, as I've said, do what you fucking want. It doesn't matter. Right, and it can be messy as fuck because I'm just gonna pack black eyeshadow on top of it. So I'm gonna go into this shitty Morphe palette. It's mediocre. And put this black just all over it with one of my teensy tiny little brushes. Okay, so I'm just gonna do that. Something like that, which I've done this like, fuck, since I was like 18, but I used to only have the black and just like some eyeliner on top. That was my shit. And it was a banger of a look too. And there is such a thing as having to tone down your looks for work. And it's shitty. You shouldn't have to tone yourself down for a job, but you do. And sometimes you have to just like deal with it. You can't just be a little shit. Grow up. But you can still be grown up and play with goth stuff. Like, you just have to tone yourself down sometimes. Like, that's another tip of mine, actually. While I sharpen this, I bring a little makeup baggie with me everywhere. It's always in my purse. It's got a bunch of shit in it. But I bring just, you know, lip glosses, my current lipsticks, eyeliners, mascara, eyelash glue, just in case, my eyeliner, just in case, and kind of little bits of whatever makeup I used that day in this palette, the one that I use every day, no matter what. And this comes with me everywhere too, because it's basically got all that I ever need. It's got my black, got my super pale, and kind of shader colors with like a dark gray in it. This is beautiful. And like I said before, but in case you haven't watched the previous video, I'm a piece of shit. This one and this one were not in this palette. This one was in a different Lunatic Cosmetics palette. I kind of swapped them out for what I need most and use most. So I would bring this guy with me to touch up black throughout the day, or if I like get off work and I want to go do something else, I can draw more shit on my face with like my liner or something. I work with the elderly for one of my jobs, so I try to, you know, not, God, I can't stop wiggling. This is what getting old does to you. Don't do drugs, okay? You'll fuck up your body, and when you're 33, you'll be miserable. Don't do drugs, okay? Especially if you're a young teenager. Just take care of your fucking body. I think that's my biggest tip. Take care of your body while you're young, because it will come back to fuck you up when you're older. I have so much in common with the elderly that I deliver meals to and take care of than I should. Don't do drugs, okay? Now I'm gonna do this to this eye. Right, and while I was doing this, I also just thought of another tip, but it's disgusting. But like, hear me out. It works. I would never do this to somebody else if I'm doing their makeup, but I will do it to myself. And if I see, where am I? If I see bits that are being kind of patchy like that, because I have many creases in my eyes because I don't sleep ever, I lick my brush, right, and dip it in the eyeshadow, and then I'll dab it on. I swear to fucking God, dude, it's like glue. Nothing works like it. Hear me out. Try it. All right. Then you pull that open, pull open her crease, and then you just dabby dab, 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 dab. Fucking boom. And you will get eyeshadow in your mouth, and it's okay. Right, and then I also like to do a little topping of my, this, I think it is actually called Myth, this shade. The one that I have an emotional attachment to, that I have to have in my life. I don't have my fucking brush out, god damn it. Okay, little brush, like this, just like a packing brush. I use that on my inner corner, because it's like a nice shape to really get in there. And I'll take that white, pinkish white, it goes with my skin tone really well. And then I like to just dabby dab to open my eyes up just a little, because this kind of closes them off. This definitely closes them off. So I want a little brightness in there, just to give a little something something. Wow, you can change your face in so many fucking ways with your makeup, and god, I just love that. It's awesome. I'm gonna boop my dots on real quick. There, those are just dots that I have, that I like to have, as opposed to the dots I have that I don't like to have. I do like to take a little bit of black and connect that inner part, and I have a better time with it like a dippy eyeliner. I'm stupid. But in the process of lining this part every single time, it makes my eyes water, and I have to kind of just like ignore them until they're a little less watery, and then I can, like, you know, create like a little corner and kind of just like, ow, dabby dab. Dab the tears away. If you've ever had to cry while wearing makeup, I think you understand how to do that. Simple. And with my, whoops, very ball sacky eyelids, it's such a bitch to try and get like some straight line. So what I do is just line inside of those folds. Like, I'll find where they sit well, line it on top of all of it, and when I move, it looks kind of wonky sometimes, but they look normal most of the time. And that's the best I can ask for these guys. Cool. Right, so one of my favorite parts is playing with water activated paint. Paint? Is it what? No, it's like water activated liner. Whatever the fuck these are. Does it say? Nope. These are great. That's called dark chocolate? It's black. What the fuck? So these are my favorite to play with. I like creating colors with them, different colors, whatever kind of goes with the color scheme I've got going on. They're water activated, so they're so easy to take off. If you like fuck up, you just take a spoolie and scrape it off, and like boom, it's gone. Nice skinny pointy kind of brush for it. I use this guy because I get like a nice amount of precision with it, and I can just like really get in there, and I never have like a game plan. I just go for it. But if you are more organized, you can come up with some kind of game plan. I'm not feeling very Rooney today, so we're probably just gonna have some dots and lines today. But I need water because they're water activated, so. I got my little pot of water. Okay, so I'm just gonna go for it. My cat really wants my attention. I might go for, I usually go for white, to be honest. This is my pastel one, and I'm gonna, I think, go with that blue. I could do this like really vibrant yellow called Citrus Zest, but you can tell which ones I do use. and it's blue and white. So I'll try that. That sounds fun. Yeah, something like that. That's cute. I like to make sure there is symmetry and asymmetry, just because I like it. It works that way. Cats are doing some weird shit. They're up to something. Like, I know they are. I just don't know what. What are you up to? Cool, okay. And no runes today. Do I want to do any forehead dots? Sure. Maybe just one. Well, no, I'll do like a little baby one above it. This is what I mean. I have no fucking game plan. Cute. I actually like that color. It's pretty. It's like a very, we'll give Poe some brows. It's like a very, come on, focus. There you go. It's like a very neon-y pastel, which I really like. It's different. He's mad. And then I put it back in its cage. A huge tip that I keep forgetting, whoops, that's the wrong way, to mention is, whoops, having somewhere to lean your elbows, ow, when you're doing eyeliner or like fine work, and to rest your pinky on your face while you're doing it. So you have that like elbow holding you up, and then you have your pinky giving you kind of like a so you can really work more stably. I'm stupid today. It gives you more stability that way, and it's just ideal if you want to make sure you have sharp lines that you don't have to fuck with later to try and fix. Something's wrong with me today, but generally I don't really have trouble. So maybe it's that gummy I ate, because it's kind of fucking me up. Whoops. I completely forgot that while I do the water activated shit, I usually have glue on one of my lashes, kind of getting tacky, so that once I do that, I can like pop one on, you know? But I forgot. Cool. So my lashes are from Shein. I know, okay. So much of my money, all of my money. This is another thing though that I did want to touch on, is alternative/goth fashion. Fast fashion sucks, but for some of us it's kind of a necessity. Like, I don't have the kind of money to be blowing on all the harnesses that I own and all the shit that I buy. So Shein is very helpful. What? So unfortunately for now, that's gotta happen. Like, I understand it. Trust me, because I have to do it. And as far as like Killstar and like Dolls Kill go, and, like Punk Rave, you know, all those big shops, where the fuck is my eyelash glue? You don't have to drop a bag on some like accessories or clothes. I think the biggest thing that I learned when I was a teenager was how to make my own shit, you know? Oh, I found it. Oh my god. Holy shit. So I got super creative, I guess, and I just like cut shit up. Maybe Google or YouTube like sewing techniques, either by hand or with a machine. With a machine is preferable because it just is so much fucking easier, to be honest. So you just make your own shit. I would find like, you know, Halloween fabrics and just stockpile them What are you yelling about? Okay. I would just stockpile them and just make shit out of them throughout the year. And that's how I made most of my clothes in high school. These days, I just wear like, what? Accentuate them with like drapey things I pull over, like dusters and kind of kimono things. I just call them drapies because they just drape off of me, you know? But in the winter, sweaters, jackets, like nice kind of trench coaty things. Okay. So you don't fucking need anything from Killstar or Dolls Kill to be goth. Like, it's all about yourself. There is no requirement except the music. Just listen to the music. Hi, I'm editing. If you want to buy things from Killstar, like, fucking go ahead, dude. I have a couple things from Killstar. It's just not a requirement, you know? That's just expensive. Don't let the goth elitists tell you what you can and can't do. Stop goth gatekeeping. Okay? Okay. Okay? Right, so I'm still waiting for this to get more tacky. I have a whole video on applying eyelashes, but it fucking sucks also. Don't watch it. But basically, I just get like a really thin coat of my eyelash glue, my super strength eyelash glue, and I let it get a little transparent, and then I just pop it on. And like, it's super easy for me because I've been doing it for so long. Just practice, that's it. Practice. I've said before in my other video that you shouldn't watch. Buy like a 5-pack of super cheap Ardells, and just like at the end of the day with your makeup still on, keep trying. Like, get it until you get it right, and once you get it right, you'll kind of just get the gist of where things should go. So I cut all these lashes into like almost half lashes, but not quite. I've got some big ass eyes, so I like to have a little something something. And then I just apply it from like mid lash up slightly, not right on my lash line, but just up. And then I, you know, pop her on. I have to have eyelashes, like, I can't go without them. It's like sunscreen, eyebrows, because I look crazy, and eyelashes. That is my default. But as far as fashion goes, if anyone's interested in any kind of like, kind of goth, alternative-y, Shein and like Romwe hauls, I'm willing to do that because they're constant. I'm always making more orders. I never know when shit's coming. I never know what I'm getting. It's like Christmas. It's great. So I'm willing to, you know, show some shit. Like today I'm wearing some sweatpants that are from Shein, actually. And they're so fucking cute and they're so fucking comfy. Let me, yep, hold. Okay. They've got like the sun, the moon, and like cute little, you know, cute little designs. So I'm willing to kind of just show what possibilities there are for goth and alternative kind of fashion choices on Shein and Romwe. There's a couple others. Even Amazon has some good shit. Read the reviews, like especially if there's pictures. Try and find people with like a similar body type, see how the things fit on them, see what people have to say about the item. Type in goth. You could also just look at the whole and hit the filter and just go to the color and hit black, and you'll just get a bunch of black clothing. You can type in like harness belt, corset top, you know, like leg garters, leg belts, all this stupid kind of shit that will give you the kind of accessories. So just like go ham. And like I said, let me know if you'd like to see me showing off my finds, because I spend fucking hours searching. I have no recollection of what I got. But I'm willing to show what I do get. That's another thing is going to, I have to twist myself. So fucking weird to do this. Go check out thrift stores, dude. Those places have gold mines of shit in them most of the time. You just have to like really look. And if you live in a town, whoops, like I do, where there ain't shit, like I live in a hick ass, conservative, redneck ass, just awful place. And I hate it. But I'm in close proximity to a larger city. And that larger city has many, many kinds of thrift stores to choose from. And that's where I fucking go. And it's so much fun when clothes like get comfy on you, you know, after some wear. So it's nice. It's pre-comfied for you. That's fucking sick. And don't be afraid of getting like shoes or like going to Goodwill and shit. Like don't be afraid of that. Don't be above that, because like literally why? Who cares? You don't need to like flaunt your wealth, you know? Who gives a shit? Because in the end we all just die and death is near. So once my lashes are on, I like to just line, whoops, I like to line my actual lashes with mascara so that they blend better. And I also wiggle some of it onto the falsies just to give it a little more, you know? Yep. Right, so in conclusion, this subculture is all about just rebellion, creative self-expression, and just being uniquely you, making whatever the fuck you're doing unique to you and not just conforming, you know, because conformity, ick. Am I right? Like if you don't want to fucking wear a bunch of eye makeup, then don't. If you don't want to wear lipstick, don't. I usually don't, but I have recently gotten back into that. With my lips, I like to get this like, they're very crusty right now, but I have pills in my mouth again. Ignore that. So I like to kind of just dab this like darker lime crime shade. What is it? I can't read that. It's this color. And these like ones with the teddy bear on them for some reason. And then this Joha velvet lip color in whatever that says. Yeah. And since this is basically the color of my skin, I like more paled out lips, but with that kind of dead feeling. Dead looking shit leaking on in. The best part of it. Having fun being creative, having fun freaking out the normies. It's always fun. And just do you, dude. Like, hell yeah. You don't have to have like a shoe collection or a corset collection. You don't even have to wear corsets. I don't like wearing them because they're super uncomfortable. And I have, you know, that whole autism thing. I mean, I used to wear that shit when I was a teenager, so I'm retired. That's why I'm a elder goth. It's up to you youngins to take care of it. Sure. Usually it's just chopstick. Ah. Ooh, another tip I thought of is with piercings. You wanna, like, once you get makeup on them inevitably when you're doing makeup on top of them. So I just like lick and like wipe them off. Boom. I don't know, I lick a lot of things. Spit on stuff a lot. I don't know, spit in my mouth. But that's it. That's my tips. Those are my tips and tricks. If I think of anything else, I may add them. But right now, I just kind of want to like watch Shameless and eat some chips. So don't subscribe. Don't hit that bell. Don't leave any comments, actually. Just ignore me. Never speak to me again. But do let me know if you'd like to see some like clothing hauls and shit, because I'm willing to do that. And any other tips that I can give, I'm willing to give. If you have any requests, let me know. In the meantime, okay. Wow, hey, I thought of something else that I forgot to mention. Another thing that is very useful in, I'm being stared at, in expressing yourself in an alternative way is wearing a lot of fucking accessories and jewelry. Like I have a lot of necklaces and there's a bunch of rings. Let me just tour you. I have a fuck ton of rings and necklaces, and earrings that I hang off of my plugs. Just so fucking many. And that's like a huge boost to just looking so cool. So I wear a ton of that shit every day. So that's the tip. Okay, bye. Get on Etsy and search just like for kind of goth, witchy, alternative jewelry. Somebody makes something for anybody. Like I have so many of these giant ass rings that are just so fucking pretty. Etsy, dude. Fuck yeah.